Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Amnesia: The Dark Descent. When we left off last time, we'd awoken in this creepy, rundown, decrepit castle. We've learned we are Daniel, we're amnesic, and it sounded an awful lot like we did it on purpose. Our note to ourselves said something about forgetting and drinking a potion. But we have to kill Alexander, so we gotta find our way into the inner sanctum to take him out. And we're right now exploring. Seeing how to go about doing that. No, we got light in here. I want to save my tinder boxes if I can. Okay, this is gonna break if I step on it, is it? Okay. Oh! There should be more cuprite. Cuprite?
Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
Oh, this must be some kind of memory. Okay. Ooh, there's a tinderbox. Oh, what's this? Ah, just a book. That doesn't matter. I don't think we need any of this either. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Okay. Daniel, you're going a little crazy, man. Alright, maybe... Is it too dark over here? He is really freaked out. Okay, open that door. Ooh. Get that. How do we... Oh, we had it. Come on. Alright, there's this weird, like, clickety sound. Let's turn this lantern on. Maybe that'll settle him down a little bit. Just... calm down, Daniel. It's okay. Alright, we're just gonna click like crazy until we get this. Come on, come on. Alright, that's just the door I'm trying to grab. Alright, whatever. What is this? Ooh, chemistry pot. Can that open further? There's nothing in it. Oh, great, that's in the way. Get out of here. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Alright. But what is... Oh, is it just to tell me the same thing again? Yeah. Alright, that looks like maybe it for here. And he's shaking really badly, so possibly we shouldn't hang out here anymore. But I really want to get this. There we go. Seems a lot more difficult than it needed to be. Some oil, that's always handy. These are just jugs. Okay. Chemical relocation. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Okay, what am I going to do here? Well, in the first place, 4 different chemicals are needed. And he said he's moving them to the wine cellar, so I guess we'll have to go get them from there.
Something's wrong. Oh, so wrong.
Who's talking? Where I still have yet to go. Okay, so the top floor of the archives I still needed to check out. And that, yeah, I think it was through here. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. Alright, so this was the laboratory. Oh, but here's the wine cellar. No, this one I think needed a key, right? Yeah. So let's try the upper floor of the archives. Oh yeah, shift runs us. Let's do that. There we go. Much better. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. Oh, wow. There's some lovely imagery. We're going to save the tinderboxes. You know, Daniel's going kind of nuts here. That room's awfully dark. Let's go in this one first.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
That would be pretty exciting. I do really like, you know, watching like History Channel specials and stuff about like these ancient ruins and ancient cities and stuff that they found. I think I was reading something the other day that they think they found 2 new cities. I want to say it's in Peru, out in the jungle. So I think that kind of stuff's exciting. That would be cool to find a tomb or a pyramid that has previously been undiscovered out in Egypt or Algeria or anywhere out in the desert. Although if I'm honest with myself, I think I would be too scared to go down into the dark to check it out. There's probably nothing to really be worried about, but I've seen too many Indiana Jones movies, I'd be expecting traps. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick. So what, he was an indentured servant? Something like that? No, don't light that up. We don't need to. You're just fine with what we've got, Daniel. Is this the same hallway? Let's take a peek. Yeah, it's just rounding the corner. That room looks nice and light. This one looks terrible and dark. But I think we're going to go this way first. And make sure there's nothing on these shelves. Another tinderbox would be nice, but no. Alright, what do we got here? Fairly dark room. Oh, I can't start a fire in the fireplace? Oh well. Alright.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps.
I'm sure they took
The
that well.
crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
But not forever, obviously, since you wrote that letter. I suppose we'll have to wait for part 3 to see how you got out. Nothing behind those? Ah, well. Make sure there's nothing tucked in here. Nope. Oh, this is really dark. Okay, let's go back to that well-lit room. Let's go back a little faster. There we go. And then we'll come back over there in just a minute. Well, I guess this isn't as well lit as I had hoped, but it'll do. So is it getting to be kind of dusky out there, or is this just a really filthy window? I don't think I clicked on that. Alright, we'll just let that be closed. That's fine. Well, I suppose we'd best go in here. Oh, it's so dark. Okay, back out. Okay, I don't care about that. Or that. How do I use my lantern? Notes, diaries, mementos. No, it's not any of that. It's not going to be in notes, right? No. I don't know. I just don't know. We're going to have to make do without it for a bit. There was a sound. Oh, this is awfully dark. And there's blood. I think we're going pretty crazy. Well, just try to hold it together, Daniel. Floor plans. There you go. That's a little better, right? Maps. Oh. Well, yeah, that's not ideal. I'm sure it'll work out. We'll be okay. Let's go in this room that's got a fair amount of light, and we'll tackle that dark room in a minute. Ooh. Pick that all up. Alright, that was pretty good. That was a nice find.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble, and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Well, that's not sounding very ideal. I suppose we can expect all sorts of these cave-ins. Alright, off to this creepy room. Daniel? Get up.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
All right.
Is
that a person?
Waiting for me.
No.
Enclosed in dark nothingness,
Jewel on a pedestal.
I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
I feel like I should touch that. Touch it.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away. unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
This is extremely Lovecraftian. Okay. I'm not really seeing a way through this room. And this other room didn't look like it goes anywhere, but there's got to be some way to continue. Let's look around a little more. Or what about this hole? Oh, not breakable by hand. Well, what can we pick up and throw at it? Well, this looks pretty solid. That's not doing the trick. Okay. Just settle down, Daniel. Go stand in the light a little bit. You're all right, man. It's okay. Don't have to be so worried all the time. Okay, I'm not seeing anything in this room. I think we can probably safely be done with this one. Let's see what else we have. I mean, I guess we could try to hit it with a chair, but that might be what we have to do. I'm thinking that that section of wall is what we need to work with here. Alright, let's go beat on it with a chair. Maybe I can push that thing into it. Oh yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Yep.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Okay. This room is very dark. I don't want to have to turn this on. We do need a little bit more light. Oh, and that's what he's talking about. So I gotta find the next one really quick. And it's so dark. Okay, is there anything to light up? Yes. Ooh. Well, look at that. There's gotta be a way to get to it. Up. Now then. There. Is he going to read it to us? No. Alright, Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Some local folklore here. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet, forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. Do I need to light this one too? I only have 2 tinder boxes. I don't think I will. We'll try to find the next one without it. so dark. We might have to get some more light on. Okay, that was a trick. That doesn't do anything. Well, better to have it on the floor then. That looks promising. Alright, well now which one's the first one? Let's go get the other one. Ah! Is that enough? Just the two of them? Or is there another? Ow. Alright, I don't know that that accomplished anything. Let's make sure there's nothing else I can grab. So that's this one. I'm pretty sure we got all of these ones. That looks like one. Pull it. Okay, that's not the next one, I guess. Oh, there we go. Hooray! Alright, and I think that is a good place to stop. I'm going to wind the episode down here. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back next time. We'll see what's in this room that was hidden by the bookcase and keep exploring Castle Brennenburg.